Freddy Fazbear. The grinning ursine mascot of doom, corporate nostalgia made flesh and fur. Freddy isn't just a bear, he's the face of everything wrong with capitalism, childhood, and trust issues. Imagine walking into a Chuck E. Cheese at midnight, only the band doesn't stop smiling, and the drummer stares too long into your soul. Freddy lurks in the dark corners of your psyche, his little jingle echoing like a taunt from hell itself. He doesn't rush, he strolls. That's the insult. The others sprint at you like demons on a Red Bull diet, but Freddy takes his sweet, molasses-paced time, as if to say, I don't need to hurry, you'll die eventually. He's the slow, methodical killer of the franchise, a bear with the patience of a saint and the morality of a rusty bear trap. Every game gives him new skins, glam rock, withered, nightmare, golden, but the essence is the same. Freddy is inevitability. He is entropy in a top hat. He is the smile on the face of your last moment of peace. Bonnie the bunny. The blue rabbit whose entire existence feels like a dare against your cardiovascular system. Bonnie is the animatronic equivalent of waking up at 3 a.m. to find your furniture rearranged by an intruder who hums lullabies in reverse. He's not the leader, not the face of the franchise, he doesn't need to be. Bonnie operates on chaos, a jittery, unrelenting energy that feels less like programming and more like malice. Those glowing eyes in the hallway. That's not just a warning, it's a countdown. And when he stares at the camera, it's not the look of a machine, it's the gaze of something that remembers pain and wants to recycle it. FNAF 1's Bonnie is already anxiety fuel, but Nightmare Bonnie. That's not a redesign, that's a crime scene in progress. Twisted, jagged teeth, claws sharp enough to slice your sanity into ribbons, and a laugh that feels more like static vomiting directly into your skull. Bonnie isn't elegant, isn't subtle, he's raw aggression. The rabbit is a primal scream disguised as a children's entertainer, and his every movement whispers the same truth. There is no safety in routine, because chaos wears rabbit ears. Chica the chicken. The cheerful glutton of doom, wielding a bib that says, let's eat, but what she really means is, let's die. Chica is terrifying because she embodies hunger, but not the normal kind. No, this isn't about pizza. This is about an endless, gnawing, existential hunger, the type that eats you from the inside out. In FNAF 1, she lingers in the kitchen like some culinary demon, rattling pans, and making you wonder if your final moments will be drowned out by microwave beeps. Her beak is more than just decoration, it's a guillotine strapped to a smile. And Toy Chica. Oh, that's when the horror goes corporate sexy, stripping her of her beak and somehow making it worse, because what is scarier than a predator that smiles wide without a mouth? Then we get to Nightmare Chica, where the let's eat bib should really just say, let's dismantle your soul in surround sound. Chica isn't about elegance or strategy, she's about brute inevitability. She's the reminder that consumption, whether it's food, fear, or flesh, is infinite, and you, dear player, are the main course. Foxy the Pirate Fox. The broken, sprinting nightmare who proves speed is deadlier than stealth. Foxy is the one animatronic that doesn't politely stalk you. No, Foxy is the embodiment of cardio-based homicide. Locked away in Pirate Cove like some outcast, he's glitchy, twitchy, and way too fast for your tiny mortal brain to process. When Foxy runs, the game doesn't give you time to strategize, it gives you time to panic, slam buttons, and pray your reflexes are caffeinated enough to keep you alive. He's the franchise's equivalent of a heart attack in fur. And then come the variations, Withered Foxy, who's missing chunks of his body but somehow scarier for it, Nightmare Foxy, lurking under your bed like the physical manifestation of sleep paralysis, and Captain Glamrock Foxy, who never got the spotlight but lives in fan imaginations as the ghost of what could have been. Foxy's horror comes from betrayal. He was meant to entertain, but his programming snapped like a rubber band in a hurricane. Now, he runs, not toward the stage, not toward applause, but toward you, with a speed that says, you are prey, and I am the sprinting inevitability that ends you. Golden Freddy. The ghost bear, the glitch in the code, the hallucination that shouldn't exist but does. Golden Freddy isn't like the others. He doesn't move, he doesn't chase, he doesn't play the game by the rules. He simply appears, slumped, lifeless, like someone tossed a corpse in a fursuit and forgot to remove the eyes. 1 second your office is empty, the next he's there, staring, and reality itself starts breaking like a cheap mirror. Is he real? Is he memory? Is he an angry child's soul stapled to an animatronic suit? Yes. All of it. Golden Freddy doesn't just kill you, he erases you, crashes the game, pulls you out of the narrative like he's aware you're watching. He's the meta-nightmare, the animatronic that transcends the franchise and whispers, you're not safe, even as a player. He is liminality weaponized, the uncanny valley turned into a grave. Freddy is inevitability, but Golden Freddy is corruption. He's the error in the system that proves the system was cursed from the very beginning. The puppet, marionette. The elegant, floating specter of grief and revenge. The puppet doesn't chase you with teeth. No, that would be too kind. Instead, it hangs back, solemn, slender, and suffocating in its quiet inevitability. Its eyes are hollow streaks of sorrow, its mask a frozen smile that mocks the very concept of joy. What makes the puppet horrifying isn't just the jump scare, it's the responsibility. The puppet is tethered to the franchise's deepest lore, tied to the murdered children, the restless spirits, the endless cycle of vengeance. When that music box winds down, you're not just failing a mechanic, you're failing the memory of every child who screamed in the dark of a pizzeria bathroom. And then, when the puppet moves, it glides like grief itself, slow, weightless, unstoppable. Unlike the others, the puppet isn't rage, it's mourning weaponized. It isn't chasing you because it hates you, it's chasing you because the universe demands balance, and you, unlucky night guard, are simply the ledger it's here to settle.